contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Covington. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown.
Zane Gonzalez lining up for the extra point.
So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Covington. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And he stopped immediately there.
Number 23.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to
try to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he's up past the 10 to about the 12.
The 12-yard line.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Gain of 3 brings up 3rd and 3.
Back to throw. Covington. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 20.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Throwing on 1st down. Covington. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From the gun on third down, Covington looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 40.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
To Terry McLaurin.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Covington. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 40. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On 1st and 10, Covington. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Hassan Reddick able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Operating from the gun, Covington. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
It's now 3rd and 19.
A final shot before break. Covington. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run with Drake. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded at about the 28. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 35. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown.
Christian Kirk.
Christian Kirk hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
His kick is good.
And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Cardinals 31, Washington 7. Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, and he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. A deep ball for Gurley. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Covington. And he finds McLaurin. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 27-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 27. Operating from the gun, Covington. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, Covington. And he comes back with one complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his first touchdown on the year. And Washington able to cut into that deficit.
Washington will
operating from the gun. Covington. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further.
Washington 15.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Murray now. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. That's caught inside the 20. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf.
55 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Washington 15.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
At the 45-yard line.
Final minute now of the third quarter. On first down, Covington. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And they give this time to the tailback. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll move the chains. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.